one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 29-yard gain, and it'll be first down, Houston.
All right. 118. What's that?
Trying the right side. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
All ready.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Murray to throw. That one's complete right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. They cobble together a yard there. Luke Martin making that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Murray. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Offense already looking like they're at mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Rolling deep here for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
It's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He drives it up to the 24. To a halt by Brian Cook. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
We speed less, speed less. Hey!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Here we go. 18.
First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession.
On the quick, right?
They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Back-to-back carries here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Oh, man, did he make an impact play.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans pull that in front further, 13-2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Stout all set to send this one away. Brown with a return here. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
7-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now Kyler. On screen here to Blue. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Play action now, Murray. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
So they're sending out the field goal unit. Oh my goodness, I have never seen a kicker make one from this far away. Timeout coming from the Texans, that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. Well, credit for believing in your guy, I suppose, but just too much kick for him to handle. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Blown back, gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds the in route, complete. And he's taken down at the 30.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Texans in front here at NRG. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Hey, uno.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
18. That's it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
18.
From the red zone on 1st. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Texans 21. Cowboys nothing.
Stout all set to send this one away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. 1st and 10, Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
18. What's that?
Here's the long back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stouts all set to send this one away. Brown with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Man in motion here. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. Escapes the defender. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. Now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. They're going play action. It's Murray. Completed to his running back. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Run on 1st down. Here's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Murray to throw. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That one nabbed by Warren. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. We've got a timeout. Somebody heard on that last play, Brock. That is tight end Tyler Warren, who's in need of some attention. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down at the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. Not sure it altered the throw.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Runs the receiver in motion left. Murray, 3rd and goal. Finds him over the middle. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line. Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from 30 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. All in left side. And he's short of the first.
It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go. 18. Okay.
Toss now to the short side. It's rocks. That ball's free. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Hits his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Dive play straight ahead. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got to run for it. out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Murray. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Stroud completes it quick. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Down, they need 7.
Oh, ready. 18.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
18. No.
Stroud now on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play. You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gets it to him on the screen. Give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play, because it takes all 11 doing their job.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Oh,
Stroud to throw on 1st down. He's got a man left. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Oh, ready. 18. That's it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans put up even more points in a win. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Another shot now at this extra point. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Texans 28, Cowboys 3.
Stout all set to send this one away. Brown with a return here. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you in these kickoff.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Texans keep running away with this. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead.
Cowboys 3.
Stout all set to send this one away. Brown with a return here. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Cowboys just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Big gain, has him across the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. Trying to set this up quick.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
1st and 10, Murray. Forced out to his right. Nice work by the back here, playing safety bound, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Murray. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. He can't bite off all they need, and that's out of bounds. This can be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Oh, right.
At the 34-yard line.
Now again running right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to just get this